Hey everyone, it's Emily Fox. Today's video is going to be an empties video, aka I've accumulated all this trash for the last couple of months and I want to share with you my full thoughts on the full-size products and what I thought about them, would I repurchase them, did I find something better since. Let me know if you like these videos because I personally really enjoy watching them, but I want to make sure that obviously that's also something you are into. Also let me know if you prefer me placing them in order, like makeup, skincare, body care, or if I should just grab it and go. This time I will actually separate them just in case, but you know. I finished 2 BB cream. Those are the Covergirl Clean Matte BB Cream for oily skin. This one there's a little bit left, but I tend to mix them together, so that's why I'm considering it done. I've had this for a bit too long now, so I feel like it's starting to become a little separated. This is a great everyday BB cream to wear during the summer. I do have combination skin, so I feel like this controls my oil well without accentuating my dry patches, so I would definitely repurchase. They have since changed the packaging. Now it's all white, so if you don't see this in the drugstore, that's why. But yeah, I would repurchase again. Definitely like these. I am super proud of having finished this concealer. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. It's not my first one that I finished, but still I feel like I really scraped that one. Hopefully you'll be able to kind of see. But yeah, it took me forever to go through this. This one is the color 15 Fair. They have since changed it. Now Fair, which is the lightest shade, is finally number 10, and then Light, that was number 10, is now number 15 because it's darker. So again, it used to be so confusing to try and get that perfect shade. But yes, I like this one. It's definitely on the light side for me right now. Actually, I don't know if I can kind of swatch it. Kinda. Okay. I mean, I'm considering it done. It's definitely more of a like winter shade than summer shade for me, but if I want that really brighten under eye, it works. It's great every day. I would say light medium coverage, but it's not drying. I feel like so many concealers tend to emphasize any dehydration under my eyes, but not this one. It's great. Would recommend, would repurchase. I actually already have backups. I don't need to. I have one brow product from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Brow Wiz in Granite. I love this one. It's obviously completely empty. I don't know if I can't even swatch it, but it's a very cool tone brow product. It doesn't make my brows look orange at all. I go back and forth between this one and medium brown. I both like them. My only complaint about the Anastasia Brow Wiz is this. It pretty much always ends up breaking, which I mean for something of that price, it's kind of annoying. I have another backup, so I don't need to repurchase it, but I've been trying to find a drugstore dupe. I know there's a bunch, a lot of people like the NYX one, but I think I really like the LA Girl one the most, and it's even cheaper. So yeah, I'm just becoming a little annoyed that something so expensive breaks all the time, you know? One eyeliner that I finished is from Urban Decay. This is the Perversion Waterproof Fine Point Eye Pen. I think this is so underrated. I really like it. My only complaint with it was the fact that it dried up pretty fast, but I feel like I've had it for too long before starting to use it. And obviously now that I've had it there for a while, it's brand new and I can swatch it, but as you can see, it's very dark. I really like it. I would use it again. The last makeup bits are mascaras. Personally, I find mascaras Empties boring. I find that I can't tell what they look like on you, so I kind of don't care. So I'll list down below my playlist of me wearing all the mascaras that I've tested. I've tested like over 100, so if you want to see what they look like on my lashes while I review them, I'll link the playlist because those are like some of my favorite ones, but yeah, it's just so boring to just review them without pictures. So now skincare, I'm gonna go in order of how I apply them. Let's do that. First, makeup removers. I have some cleansing balms. I have the Heimish All Clean Balm. I have completely used this up. This is the old packaging. They've changed it a little bit now, but yeah, I mean, it's white. You can't really tell. Completely empty. I find this a really great cleansing balm. I actually am currently using another one, so definitely a must-have for me. It doesn't burn my eyes, it removes everything, doesn't leave any residue on my face, which I hate, but at the same time it doesn't leave my face feeling very cracked and dry. Overall, just a really great cleanser for me. I would repurchase, removes all my makeup, waterproof everything. Another one that I finished was the Hardie Amazing Face Moringua Cleansing Balm. This is pretty old, so I guess some of the issues with it are my fault because the packaging, they have since improved it. But as you can tell, it literally cracked out of nowhere. I'm not super strong, but like I was able to break it super easily because of this. And this was so hard to open without this. I know that they have changed the packaging, so you might not have the same issue with the newer one. But it removed my makeup well. It left my face quite soft actually. So if you have dehydrated skin, dry skin, or even mature skin, this might work well for you. My only complaint is the scent. I'm not very much of a floral person, so I feel like this was a bit too much for me, but that's literally my only complaint. Last makeup remover is actually a micellar water. This is the La Roche-Posay Micellar Water Ultra. This one is the sensitive skin one. This is so good. I don't know why, for some reason. I feel like French pharmacy brand, in my head, I tend to think that they're so like gentle that they won't remove waterproof anything. So not true. I tend to use this either when I'm lazy or when I'm wearing like a ton of eye makeup, like right now if I'm wearing like false lashes, lash glue, waterproof, everything. I want to be able to go into my eye with the micellar water before using my cleansing balm, and this is what I was using. It lasted me so long because you don't need a lot and it works well. I like it a lot. I'm currently using a different version. Actually, I will be using a different version by the time this video goes up because there's just a tiny little bit left which I will use up tonight. So that's why I wanted to include it now because, let's be real, I don't want to hold on to this bottle for the next 4 months. Two cleanser. The first one is also from La Roche-Posay. This is the Dermo cleanser. This one is supposed to remove makeup. To be honest, I tend to use a cleansing balm and then go with a second cleanser. This was it for me. This is so good. It has very few ingredients. Basically, long story short, I have been struggling to figure out what was breaking me out for the last year. It ended up being mostly some cleansers that I was using, which I didn't think they were what was the reason why I was breaking out. But I had to like go back to basics. That's why I didn't finish that many toners and serum, because I was definitely trying to you know, trying back and forth what was breaking me out. And this was very easy for me to go back to because I knew it didn't break me out. There's very few ingredients actually, and it just works well for me. It doesn't have a scent. This one is a little bit more expensive than the one I want to purchase. I want to try the Hydrating one, which is about like $15. Yeah, it doesn't have a scent to it. And you can kind of tell that it's a milky consistency. It's some of my favorite formula are, and it's very gentle. I have like nothing bad to say. The only thing is that it's a bit pricier from anything at the drugstore. But like I said, I want to try the hydrating version because that one has niacinamides and ceramides, which are really great for the skin. So I want to try that version, plus it's cheaper. So now that I know what breaks me out, and this isn't in the other cleanser, I think I'm going to go for that one. But yes, would recommend if you have really sensitive skin. I also finished the other Labo. This one has a super long name, something like hyaluronic acid facial wash, something like that. And it's such a fun cleanser because it has a pump. The cleanser is actually a liquid, and then the pump actually makes it a foam. So if you like foam but you know that they tend to dehydrate your skin like they usually do, I would recommend testing this one. It's super cheap. It's like $10-15. It lasts for a decent amount of time. I tended to put it in my shower because the foam in the shower is more fun. And I would use it again. It's very gentle. It's moisturizing, considering, again, a foam moisturizing seems kind of weird, but love this. Would use it again. Do recommend. So I did say I didn't finish that many like toner, serum, essences, but I still have two to talk about. The first one is a holy grail for me. This is the COSRX Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence. If you told me a year ago that I would put snail slime all over my face and enjoy it, I would have thought you were crazy. But this is awesome. I'm actually already using a different one. This is great for different things. Actually, I feel like some people mentioned that this is good for moisture. No. I mean, it's not bad for it. It's just that if you're buying it for that reason, you're most likely going to be disappointed. What I tend to use this for is for inflammation, redness, scarring. It's so great at that. I tend to use it after I use a chemical exfoliator. So for example, I'll use the AHA from the same brand, and then I'll let it do its magic for 15-20 minutes, and then I will put this on top, and it calms any irritation. It's great if you're breaking out. It's great, again, like I said, on scarring. I feel like scars and even sunspot that I had, gone. And I'm not using anything crazy, so this has been amazing for that. And again, have already repurchased. The texture takes a little while to get used to, but once you get over it, you're gonna enjoy this a lot. I also used the Pyunkang Moisture Serum. This was great for the summer. If you have combination skin, I would recommend testing this one. I feel like this helps balance out like moisture and hydration, so like water and oil. It has a little bit of oil actually in there, olive oil. And overall, it worked well for me during the summer. I would probably buy it again during the summer, but those middle steps, I tend to like always try something new, but I did enjoy it. Would recommend again if you have combination skin. I think this works well. It has a milky consistency. You can't really tell because there's nothing left. I really like the packaging, by the way, of Pyunkang products. But yeah, it's a milky consistency. My only complaint is the fact that the little pipette doesn't go to the bottom, and getting the last like week out of it was a biatch, like so difficult. I had to like shake it and not fun, but otherwise it was a good product. Moisturizer, let's start with a holy grail product for me. First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Face Moisturizer. I have 2 bottles of this. These are like number 5 and 6 or 6 and 7 bottles that I've used up from First Aid Beauty. I can't get enough. This is a staple for me. I always go back to it. I'm already using another one. I've raved about this constantly, but this is a very lightweight, I would say lotion more than like a true moisturizer. So if you have oily skin or you live somewhere that it's very hot and humid and you're looking for very lightweight moisturizer, this would be great. But I used to use this when my skin was really dry too, and it worked well. I would just use a thicker, more occlusive moisturizer on top and it would be perfect. It has really great ingredients like ceramides, there's squalane, urea, which for some reason is super underrated, and overall a great ingredient that tend to work well for me. And again, I've repurchased so many times. If I could have like one moisturizer, like a lifetime supply, it would be this. So good. I finished one of the Ordinary. This is the Natural Moisturizing Factors plus HA. This is as thick of a moisturizer as my skin will accept. For some reason, thick moisturizers tend to break me out a lot. What works for me is more like light layers of moisture. And this is a pretty thick moisturizer. I did repurchase, actually I have the bigger bottle of this. The big bottle is like $7.70. Like it's so cheap, it's under $8. And this one I think is $6.70 or $5.70, something like that. Very affordable. It has pretty simple ingredients, but it's a very thick occlusive moisturizer that surprisingly still absorbs into my skin, which shocks me a little bit, but it works. So it works well under makeup too. I have zero complaint about it. I will continue to repurchase. Technically this product I used as a primer, but it's technically a moisturizer, so I'm including it here, and you can't even tell what it is because it's been completely destroyed. This was the Urban Decay Hydrating Gel. I don't know if it has been discontinued or if it's just available maybe on their website. I haven't seen it on Sephora, but this was a very clear, lightweight gel. Every time that I would be like removing my makeup and I was filming a video, I would just put this on top to make sure my skin would be still moisturized, or if it had been so long in between doing my skincare and applying makeup type of thing. It's very lightweight, played really well under makeup, would recommend. As a moisturizer, I think it would only work if you have really oily skin slash live somewhere kind of humid, but it was good. I liked it. Last but not least is the La Roche-Posay Hydrating Légère Moisturizing Cream for Sensitive Skin. I did end up using most of it on my neck because I found a few La Roche-Posay products that I've had for a while that are about to expire, and I'm like, ugh, it's like on the limit. But this one was really nice. It's very thick, kind of milky. Actually, let me try if I can. Ooh, a little bit. It's always like that. You put it down and then finally there's like more product out of nowhere that appears. But yes, it's a very lightweight cream. I did enjoy it. Would recommend more if you have like normal, maybe to dry skin, or if you have really dehydrated skin, but it's combo type of thing. But I did really enjoy it. Absorbs nicely into my skin. Would use again. I actually forgot another cream moisturizer. This is the Lancôme Énergie de Vie, the water infused cream. This, they actually have reformulated it a few years ago, like a year or two ago maybe. And I had used the old formula a lot when my skin was dry, and I had repurchased this just before my skin ended up becoming oilier. And this was a bit too thick for me with my combination skin, but I would end up using it like once or twice a week type of thing, especially closer to the winter. And I'm really attached to scent now because I've used it for so many years. I really like it. So I feel like I would probably repurchase something from that line just because I like the scent. But yeah, I did enjoy it. It worked for me back in the day, not so much right now, but it's mostly due to my skin change. I finished 2 eye creams. I'm kind of shocked here. The first one is a holy grail product for me. This is the Origins Plantscription Anti-Aging Eye Treatment. This is amazing. This is actually the only eye cream I've ever repurchased. I have the worst luck with eye cream. They either break me out, like I'll wake up with like a huge cyst, or they give me milia, or they dehydrate my eyes, or they roll off my face. They don't play well under makeup. It's just overall like a mess for me most of the time. Not this. It actually is kind of a in between a gel and a cream, like a very lightweight cream. I obviously have nothing left, so I can't really show you. I have just repurchased during the sales, and this is amazing. I feel like it actually does something. Not only does it doesn't do any of the bad stuff, but I feel like it actually moisturizes my under eyes and all around the eyes. And I'm not sure how much anti-aging it does because I don't have lines except like, you know, the expression one that we all have under my eyes. under our eyes. But maybe it's because of that. Who knows? I really enjoy it. There's nothing to say bad about it. It moisturizes my eyes. I feel like it's more smooth underneath when I use it and no more dryness and dehydration. It's great. I need it back in my life because I've been missing it. I did also use up this one by Belief. This is the Moisturizing and Firming Eye Cream. I unfortunately didn't like it. It didn't do any of the bad stuff that I mentioned, but at the same time, I didn't really care for the texture and I didn't feel like it was actually moisturizing much. My main complaint, like I said, is the texture. Again, there's nothing I can't really show you, but it was kind of like I was trying to spread jello under my eyes. Like, that's the best way of describing it. Like, it's kind of solid, so when I was trying to like get anything out of it, because yes, I'm one of those horrible people that uses their fingers. I don't know why, there's always someone that freaks out about it, but I just washed my face, my hands are clean, and I tried to like get some, and even if I have really like short nails, I feel like it would always get stuck underneath, and it was just such a biatch to use. I would not repurchase. Although I am curious to try more of their eye creams because I know a lot of people mention the, is it the peaked one or something? I will check that one out, but yeah, unfortunately this one didn't work out for me, but the little container I might reuse to travel. Sunscreen, I'm gonna go with body and face sunscreen. Two of the ones that I like, there's the Mucin Daylight Protection Sunscreen SPF 50 PA+++. This is a thicker consistency than the other one. I think this would suit mostly if you have drier skin. I feel like it might work better for the winter for me, but I'm suspecting that this might be breaking me out. I'm not 100% sure. I feel like, again, it's been such a struggle to figure out what's breaking me out, but I have another one of this and I will use it up and decide by that point what's going on for me, but I do enjoy it. It works really well under makeup too, so would recommend, and this one is available at Sephora too. The other one is a must-have for me. I have so many backups. I have only one here to like show it, but I tended to like give it away to people. I would bring it with me every time I would go somewhere pretty much, and everyone around me, I don't know, I guess it depends where you live, but here no one wears sunscreen unless they're going at the beach, which is obviously not the best. And I feel like this converted a lot of people that I know that sunscreen isn't actually that bad because this is such a lightweight gel. Actually, let me grab another bottle. Okay, so this is what the texture actually looks like. On camera it might look white, but it's kind of like green, light green color. And it's a gel. It's super, super watery. It sinks into your skin like instantly. It smells kind of lightly of like lemon. It's not offensive at all. It works really well under makeup. It's not waterproof, so if you're doing a lot of sports or if you're actually going to the beach, it's not the best. But otherwise, on a daily basis, this is perfect. SPF 50 plus, PA++++. It's amazing protection, and I love it. You can't feel it on your face, so that's why I've been able to convince a lot of people around me to check this out. Plus it's around like $10–15, so a lot less expensive than a lot of other sunscreen that feels this nice. Two other body ones. I have the Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Body Mist Sunscreen SPF 45. I grabbed this on a vacation because they lost my luggage, and I had like none for my body and face, so I decided to just grab this one and like take the risk, and it actually worked nicely on my face. I just sprayed it in my hand and just tap 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 and worked nicely, didn't burn, which was again surprising. And I like how convenient that little spray was because I could actually reach my back. I didn't have to ask anyone to do it and didn't break me out. I liked it a lot, would use it again. I also really liked this one by Dermo. This is the Photoderm Spray High Protection SPF 40. I like it. It's a thicker cream than the other ones I mentioned, obviously for your body. You can kind of tell. It's still like a light lotion. It sinks into my skin fast. It doesn't break me out, and I like the scent of it. It's kind of fruity. I am not a fan of like the scent of sunscreen, nor the feeling, which I feel like is very common, but this one didn't feel too bad on my skin, and again, it smelled nice, so I had no issue using this. Would use again, and it's a spray, and would use it again. Love this Origin mask. This is the Retexturizing Mask with Rose Clay. They have since changed the packaging. I feel like it looks nicer, and I have just repurchased it. I'm actually waiting for my bottle, my package to arrive, and you can probably not tell, but it's kind of see-through a little. I can kind of tell that there's nothing left in here. I've used this so much, and I like this as a mask because it doesn't dry out my skin. Again, I do have combination skin, so I do get oily, but I have dry patches too, and I feel like a lot of clay masks tend to just make my skin angry. My cheeks are very sensitive. They get red very easily, and it can be too much very fast. Not this one. And retexturizing, I feel like it's actually true because when I rinse it off, I tend to rinse it off in the shower. My skin is so soft that I either automatically do sheet mask after because I'm like, hey, it's time to just pile this stuff on. Or I actually started using this sometimes before events because my skin is so great. Why am I going to bed, you know? So I would definitely recommend this. Already repurchased. Totally worth the money in my opinion. Plus it's pink, right? I finished a more expensive kind of mask, kind of scrub. I'm not big on physical exfoliators, but this is the Fresh Sugar Face Polish. And this I used very sparingly. This is the like travel size, which now you can actually get like that. But I got this in a gift set. And I like this a lot, unfortunately for me. I would repurchase. This is kind of a brown sugar scrub slash. They tell you to leave it on your skin. I can't tell, there's no ingredients here, but I looked at the ingredients online and I can't tell if there's actually a chemical exfoliator too, because leaving it on your skin for like 5-10 minutes, you would think there would be something, so maybe I missed it. But it left my skin very, very soft and moisturized and bouncy, and I really like it. I will try other ones because again, a bit more than I would spend usually on a scrub, but if you are looking to splurge on a very nice mask, I do recommend the Fresh ones. They are very fancy. I finished the Ordinary. This is the salicylic acid 2% solution. If I have a pimple, slap this on and it helps a lot. It does exfoliate your skin a little bit. It's a very like liquidy consistency. There's nothing left, so I don't even know what I'm like trying to do here, but I do have already I already have a backup and I will continue to purchase. This is so affordable. I don't remember exactly the price, but it's definitely under $10, so would use again. I finished a Body Shop Tea Tree Night Lotion. This is what I used to use whenever either my face would be breaking out everywhere, so I would just slap this on as in, I don't know what else to do, or on my body to keep breakouts under control. I haven't been breaking out that much. So I feel like I won't have to purchase soon. I do have another 2 backup because I ended up buying a bunch whenever they had a sale, like buy 3 get 3 free. But yes, I do recommend it if you don't know what else to do for your acne and your body reacts well to tea tree. Right now when I'm done with my 2 backups, I think I'll just stick to tea tree oil. I feel like it works well for me and I'm not as desperate anymore. But yes, it worked nicely for me. This is like probably my 6th bottle of this. If you go back to my older Empties, I definitely went through quite a few of these. 2 lip balms. When does that ever happen? Very proud here. The first one is the First Aid Beauty Lip Therapy. I like this. This is probably my like 3rd favorite. It's definitely my top 5. Let's put it there. I've tested so many lip balms and this one is a very nice gel, I guess, consistency. It has actually great ingredients in here. It's not straight up petroleum jelly, which nothing against Vaseline. I feel like it does work if you have some moisture in there to just, you know, protect. But if your lips are dry from the inside, then you need a little bit more. And I feel like this worked nicely for that. Definitely left my lips feeling soft and plumped. Also finished this travel size of the La Neige lip sleeping mask. This one is the berry one. You would be shocked by how long this will last you. I think it lasted me at least 3 months of like using it every single night. So definitely recommend checking that out if you are into it and want to just test it. But I use this, like I said, for a while. I'm currently using the vanilla one. It's very nice to soften your lips. I don't remember if there's any chemical exfoliation there, but it's very softening. Again, my lips feel plumped and nice and juicy. It does stay on my lips pretty much all night, and I am a mouth breather. I sleep with my mouth open, so it's good. I would recommend. I prefer the berry one over the vanilla one, although I really like the vanilla scent. I feel like this one might have been a bit more moisturizing. I will link down below. I feel like YesStyle is probably the place where you can get them for the cheapest. Words are so hard today. Yeah, I think it's like $5 cheaper than Sephora, so I would definitely recommend checking that out. But yes, they have like all 4 flavors, and I think Sephora only has 1, unless it's Christmas, which is right now. You can probably get sets, and I would recommend them because they have like 4 different really nice scent slash flavors. Okay, so I have a ridiculous amount of like sheet mask and everything, so I'm not going to go through all of them because that would be boring, but I'm going to go through the extreme positive and then negative because that's the important stuff. I don't know if it's up yet, but I'm about to do my favorite skincare of 2018, and this is going to be it for face sheet mask. This is amazing. Like I said, I have combination skin, but even though this is for dry to very dry skin, this is a holy grail. It's amazing, especially with the winter. Like, the weather's been changing, my face has been freaking out, and this is magical. It's a thicker sheet mask and it's also more milky consistency for the serum, and it's life-changing. You need to splurge on this or not, actually. Again, I'll link down below if it's still available because I talked about it recently and it's sold out, but it's so much cheaper on YesStyle. For a box of like 5, it's the cost of like 3 or 4 at Sephora, so it's definitely like you save like 1 or 2 in this box, so would recommend. Other favorites for me are from, I don't know how you pronounce that brand, is it Tusawun? These are so good and they're actually really affordable too. I especially like the Snail one. I do like the green tea and the propolis one, the honey one basically. Definitely recommend these two. These don't seem to be that popular, but I really like the Tony Moly one, the collagen one and the ceramides one, I think. Definitely recommend these two. Okay, I don't know what I did with them, so I'll put them on the screen, but I have the Skin Food Watermelon sheet mask. Broke me out like crazy. I woke up with a bunch of whiteheads, but then I realized there's aloe in it, so it's probably the reason, so it's not really its fault. And I was so excited that there was a watermelon sheet mask out there, but yeah, can't use that one. And I also really didn't like, it's the Leaders Solution, I think, the tea tree one. Holy moly, it burned the crap out of my face. I don't know what's in there that my skin doesn't like. This, I used it 2 days in a row because it was like, hey, why not? I was breaking out and stuff, and I woke up with like a, maybe not 3rd degree burn, but I had like a burn on my cheek. Like straight up for like 2 weeks, I had to like slather on everything I could to try and cool down that like burnt cheek. I don't know what happened. It was a whole mess. Shout out to the COSRX acne patches. The clear ones are nice for the day, but I feel like they're not better than all the other ones that are cheaper that are also clear, so definitely would recommend getting those ones. I'll link down below a different one that it's like a pack of like 60 instead of like 20 for around the same price-ish, so I would get that one instead. But these are the best ones. I've tried so many of them, but these ones are the most like powerful one that I've tried. They are a bit thicker, so I don't recommend them really for the daytime. But what I do with them is that I slap them on and it will either bring the pimple to a head, then I can deal with it, put back another one, and it will like suck all the gunk out of it and then flatten the pimple. Or it will just straight up flatten it overnight. It's just magical. I know that technically, like the whole science of it, it's not really that it sucks anything out, it's just like the moisture and everything, but I find it works and it's all I care about. So definitely recommend the one with the red logo name. So I've been getting so many questions about my hair, telling me that it's shiny and everything, and thank you, because today I'm having a rough hair day and I wanted to share some of my favorites because I've gotten so many questions. I have fallen in love with the Marc Anthony range. My favorite one is this one. This is the Coconut Milk Volume Shampoo. It definitely volumized my hair, usually, not today, but again, I slept on wet hair, which is the worst idea ever. And I feel like it leaves my hair, again, very shiny and soft, and it's usually not super flat, so I definitely would recommend this. I love this. It's so hard to find sometimes because it sells out and it's not available anywhere. I need to like stop shopping on like Sundays because it's always sold out every single time. But yes, love this. It smells like coconut. I'm not even a fan of coconut and I like this. That says it all. This is the conditioner of the other version that I do like, but again, this is my favorite one. This is the Grow Long Caffeine Ginseng one. Both of them are sulfate free. And I do like the conditioner. I feel like using this, I don't really even need that much of a conditioner. I tend to just use a mask once in a while or just like leaving sprays when I'm out the shower. But I need to try the conditioner of this one. I haven't seen it anywhere because again, sold out everywhere all the time. But love these. To make sure my scalp doesn't freak out again, because long story short, when I stopped birth control, my face and body went crazy. I went from dry to like really acne prone, cyst everywhere, scalp that was freaking out, oily but like dry, and this helped a lot. This is the Sultan Blue Medicated Maximum Strength, scary name, shampoo. I tend to use this like every I would say like once a week-ish, like every like second wash, to just make sure it doesn't come back. At this point I'm scared to stop because I don't want to go back. My hair was like so itchy, plus it would feel like sore all the time. You know when you leave your hair in a ponytail for a while and it feels horrible afterwards? It would feel like this all the time. So I don't want to stop using this. I get like packages of multiple on Amazon, but I would recommend it only if you don't have light hair or colored hair, because this is straight up dark blue, like green blue. I don't know if, like, this is the color. So yeah, I don't color my hair. My hair is not light, so I don't have an issue, but just be aware. Don't go for this one if you do, but it smells kind of minty to me, and yeah, I have backups of this. I've had this one for way too long. This is the Macadamia Oil Deep Repair Mask. Everyone used to rave about this like when I started watching YouTube like 5+ years ago. And this is my third or fourth huge thing of this. I like it a lot. I feel like I'm just ready to move on because I've used this for so long. But if you have really dry, not skin, hair, I would highly recommend this. It actually works. But I feel like my hair hasn't been that bad lately. So I am just testing new stuff that is just, you know, new and fun because I've been sticking to this for like 5 years. So, but I do recommend it. Like, I've used this for 5 years. I usually don't include travel size products because I feel like it's a bit boring unless I have an extreme reaction, positive or negative, to them. And I do have one for this one. This is the line of the Living Proof Restore line. So I have the shampoo, conditioner, and the mask treatment. Horrible. Straight up horrible. I was so shocked because I loved their Perfect Day line. Have a few of their products, definitely work nicely. And every time I see like sample size, travel size of their shampoo, conditioner, I grab them so I can use them when I travel. This left a very thick residue on my hair. Don't recommend it unless you have very, very dry hair, like coarse hair. Because I even let my boyfriend try these and he have thicker hair and it still left a residue in his hair and it just sucks. So yeah, there's still some of in these because I also think it might have broken me out on my back. I was traveling with it and it was just a big old mess. And this I actually finished separately. That's why I know this also left a residue and I don't know, it lasted me 2-3 times and I hated it. I have another one of this and I've already given it to someone else because I'm hoping it's gonna work better for her color treated hair, but didn't work for me. This was such a happy day when I finally finished this. This is the Batiste Dry Shampoo in Floral and Flirty Blush. They've since changed the packaging because I've had this for so long, but I hate this scent so bad. I don't know what I was thinking. It's like, it's bright pink and everyone was talking about this special scent on YouTube and I was like, you know what, I'll just try it. And I didn't actually smell it before. And I feel like there might be like a tiny bit left, but it smells so floral and I'm not a fan like powder, like baby powder flowery, which is just a no-go for me. And I used it up. It's a great dry shampoo. Actually works if you have oil in your hair. I feel like sometimes they just do nothing. And it's also great for texture. Actually, probably could need some right now. I don't know if I can get a bit. Oh, oh. See? Oh, no, that's why I didn't do it. I can't deal with the scent. Well, there was still some in there for sure. My hair was clean, but I mean, I still feel like it gives you volume if you have clean hair, although it might leave a bit more of a white cast because there's no oil to absorb, but it's a very, very nice dry shampoo. I'm planning on getting more, I was going to say flavors, scent. I've been trying to find the cherry one, but I can't find it anywhere, so if you see my next haul and there's a cherry one, I've successfully found one. But yeah, great dry shampoo. Just don't like that scent. What's your favorite scent, by the way? Because I want to try that more because I tend to use original, tropical, and possibly cherry if I find it. Holy Grail product for the body. This is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. If you have itchy face, even, and body, you need to try this. They have so many sales right now, so might not be still the case. Although, before Christmas, they still have a bunch of stuff, so I definitely would check out First Aid Beauty Cream because this is amazing. I am one of those people that I buy body lotion that don't apply it and then I hate how dry my skin is. I will scratch until I bleed. I just have zero self-control over that and I do get bumps behind my arms and this just calms everything down. I don't have to apply cream every single day when I use this, which is, thank you. So yeah, love this. I have also a bunch of travel sizes. Every time I see them at Sephora 400 point perks, I grab them because I don't want to be without this. But yes, this specific size was a gift set, Christmas set last year, and love this. I have a huge one too, and they currently have during the holidays usually a huge one. Definitely recommend it. I also finished a Body Shop. This is the strawberry body butter, but this specific top was made for me with scent SPR, and I cherished it. I actually changed it every time I would change body butter because it's so cute and there's my name on it. But yeah, unfortunately this is my last one, so it is time for it to go. But this is my favorite scent. Like this one and what used to be lemon but apparently has disappeared are my favorite scent from the Body Shop. It's just like a juicy candy fruit but not overly sugary. So good. I finished a self tanner. I'm using the Loving Tan. This one was in medium, which is more like the winter shade that I use, but I think I will stick to dark instead because if I'm gonna self-tan, I might as well get more color. But I do feel like this is still nice. If you have fair skin and you don't want to overdo it, I feel like this one is more forgiving than the like extra dark one. I feel like can be streaky until you shower. I feel like the first time I've ever used the extra dark one, I was like, it was the first time I've ever used actually Loving Tan, and I was like, I made a mistake. This was such a mistake. And once I rinsed it off, I was like, oh, okay, it actually works. But yeah, I am using, like I said, the dark one. I like it. Would repurchase again. Oh, another body butter. This is from Bioterm. This is the Beurre Corporel Intense Anti-Dryness Body Butter. This smells like fruity. Like fruity. I didn't have coffee today. It's clearly, my brain is like missing it. But it smells like fruity, like, I'm doing it again. Like mango kind of fruity, like tropical fruit. I loved it. This was so thick. Like straight up, you cannot apply this during the day thick. And I would like slather it on and then go to bed feeling like, ugh. But then I would wake up with like the softest skin ever. So I would use it again. I'm not like in a rush to repurchase anything body because I have so many. But if I were to splurge on one, I would definitely consider this one. It was nice. I also finished this from Garnier Fructis. This is the Sleek and Shine Flat Iron Perfector. I use this every time I would flat iron my hair. It just left my hair feeling very soft and shiny, which is what I like. It lasted me for absolutely ever. I'm not even sure if they have the same packaging. It might have changed a little bit because again, I've had this for like 5 years. But it worked nicely. It smelled nice, which is kind of all I care about. But I don't know about the like 72 hours straight finish because my hair, especially in the back here, I will get wavy all over again if I just sleep. So yeah, if I close my eyes, they just start curling. But yeah, I've been thinking actually about letting my hair become curly again, but I'm kind of scared of how long of a process that would be. First Aid Beauty, this is the Ultra Repair Wash. This was nice if you have very sensitive skin and you can't use anything with a scent and everything. This is moisturizing and it would work. It just, I like my body stuff to smell fruity. Like this is the one place I can use all the fruity stuff, and this ended up being a little bit boring, but during the winter, if your skin is very sensitive, this could be very nice. Speaking of smelling nice, I have this Origins Gloom Away Grapefruit Body Wash in Bubble Bath. Oh, I didn't know it could be a bubble bath. Well, damn, if I had known. But yeah, I'm not even a big grapefruit person, but I like this one. My only complaint is the fact that it's super liquidy. So if you don't close it properly in the shower, it will go everywhere, but it was very, very nice. I also finished this Olay Cooling White Strawberry and Mint. This smelled really nice. Like, oh my god, so yeah, very, very nice for sure. I would repurchase. I get a question about my teeth. I tend to use the Crest Pretty White. You have to get the like professional ones. I feel like the other ones don't do anything. These definitely work. I tend to use like one or twice and then my teeth get sensitive and I tend to forget about it and then do the same process a few times. But I like these. I need to actually use up the last one tonight. And then last but not least, I have this weird Empties. This is from Sephora. This is the nail polish remover. And this has been like a life changer for me. I'm finally getting rid of it because there's too much polish in there. And like you can kind of tell in the bottle, hopefully, that there's like pretty much the color of my nails everywhere because last time I stuck my finger in there, my fingers were like bright red. But it works really well. I just do this for like a second or two. My nail polish is gone. It's magical. The only thing is that Sephora Canada doesn't have this anymore. It's available in the US, but not Canada. I don't understand. I want this back in my life. If you know where to get this or something similar that works really well, please let me know because there's no way I'm going back to using 100% acetone. This is way too good. Slash, I've used this for like 4 years. So worth the money. It wasn't even expensive, but worth the money. This was all my trash. This is where I tell you that I should have done this before because that was way too many things. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be putting it on the screen other empties that I've done, so I recommend you check those out. And don't forget to give this one a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.